Yeah, yeah. This is us with Dark Flames. And we will return to that song at the end of this live stream. Well, hello, my golfing friends. We're back here again in the room for the live stream. So here we are. Reason for this one, I had a very, very nice video that I saw, and it came with all kind of reactions, and then it taunted again to me, like many years before. The golf brands are really pushing new equipment, and they will be better, of course, go further. They will be more forgiving. Everything will be fantastic. Prices are again insane. So, you know, the testosterone of the big brands is, there it starts again. So the only thing that we can do is help each other out, be informed about each other, and make sure that, that we make good choices with our money, So one of the things that struck me is that Hannah Holden Golf, she has a channel, great player. She also did a lot of videos for a different channel, I believe, but I forgot how exactly that history came about. But the point of her videos is always, trying to have a nice topic and informing people. And one of the topics was, and I'll put it on the second screen here. I'll play it with you. I'll put my so like this. This is more a roundabout where she claimed like, hey, I've got many 7-irons, and her statement was like, hey, is loft jacking ruining golf? Now, first, I'll do this one then, because if there's one person talking,
okay, guys, this is my stockyard just
big
2024. Come
loft
check it out.
impact, then it's this one. Look at the gapping. It is 2 years ago already, but I just let it run through and then keep looking at the exactly. Okay, and then of course we're now past the irons. With those irons, and of course being done with the number, I know, and he has talked about it a lot of times, his lofts are crazy jacked, so they're very strong lofted. The thing that he said, like, yeah, but I need to do that to control the spin. Now, there was one time that there was a long time a video of Matt Fryer, and I'll show you a little bit some conclusions there as well. But that will do it a little bit later. But the where is now? Okay, yeah, there we go. He did a few comparisons where he was of course taking also an iron 7 in this case, or an iron X it was, and there he had all these different lofts, and the lofts and the carries that was also, you know, reflected in what it meant there. Now the statement of, sorry, then I'll do this one, was that loft checkings in some cases, due to how the technology is used, is none of big impact. And then I'll elaborate
my 7
on.
iron sits. So it's interesting because actually the P790 I think is always at 30 degrees in a 7 iron. So that's not changed. So I've basically hit it in its classic spec. And because of that, it's performed really well. Like it's hit the right flight window and it's given me that extra distance. But the others where I've had to strengthen it, they've not gone any further. Like I know for me, if I use my P7CB that's not strengthened, it will fly off further than 153.7 yards we've got here. So it's not performing as optimally. Just remember to have my actual 7 iron in the bag. I didn't strengthen my actual club, I didn't want to ruin it. So let's hit this at its actual loft and compare it to it 3 degrees stronger. And that'll be really
okay. So she will do the shot, and then she also said like, hey, the one that was stronger lofted, so that was jacked a little bit more. It went less far. So
really interesting.
So let us at least join that little, you know, show.
That's flown a lot higher, or at least visually it looks like it has.
Bij Freo zijn we betrokken tijdens de hele loop.
I'll go. There's one thing I cannot control. I have not a paid account, and then you get this. At least in the meantime, and I'll let that one run out. But then, you know, I have this one like this. Yeah, we'll do it like that. I always try to say, and it's in the description as well, that of course speed is one thing, mass is also something, and she is not talking about the mass and the length of the iron. So if it's already half an inch or a few centimeters or a few grams extra, it will have an impact. So let's see. Okay, there she is again. Let's go back a little bit. So
that looked like it flew a lot higher too.
Yeah.
So that was me hitting my P7CB, same spec club, but in its standard loft. My average carry was 161.4 yards. My average launch angle was 19.1 and my average height was 81 feet. If you go back again and look at the CB performance, 3 degrees stronger, it carried 153.7 on average.
Yeah. So the degrees of, and she's talking about carry, which I believe is also the right thing to do. I always take care of the carry, and you see it here as well. This one was stronger, was flying lower than in that sense, and then she also had, of course, the total a little bit lower. So in that sense,
so I've lost 8 yards by strengthening the loft 3 degrees. The launch angle went from 19.1 to 16.7, so pretty close to that like 3 degree difference that we've strengthened the loft. And the apex drops down from that 81 feet to 63 feet.
Now, that one is one of the most important ones, and that I will continue about it as well. Because that's why I showed the spin numbers first, because it is an interesting, if you go nerdy, you can go all out. I'll go back to the one that was from Matt Fryer, and I'll let it run here.
Because I'm not looking for loads of distance from the iron. When we see the Cleveland iron, that's one that is designed for forgiveness. It's designed for actually a little bit of distance, but again, more about getting the player the most out of their iron, even if they're not striking it well. So no surprise to see that that isn't topping the charts of distance. So I think there's a big takeaway from there. We know now that there is no industry standard anymore. It's very much like clothes and shoes.
Marketing.
And you might be a size 9 in one shoe in one manufacturer, but you might be a size 10 in the other. And that's the same in golf clubs. And I think what we need to learn from this is, if you are going to get some new golf clubs, it's definitely worth trying them out, even if they're second-hand.
Yeah. So regardless of that, I had a nice discussion about this with Hannah as well. It was and she got back to. She was very thoughtful about it and went in deep reaction to it. So because I had said like, hey, listeners, I think there are more factors in play here, and to blindly go from what, for example, is being told by the industry, I think that's the wrong thing. And that was my point, and she wanted to highlight the issue, what was her video about, that, loft jacking doesn't always pay off. So, in that sense, go to see her video. It's very nice. She's a great player and brings the information to you. It can be very fun. So, what am I going to do? You might know, or hope you know, that I play one-length irons, and I play the one-length irons of, let me do this one, of Pinhawk, the single length. So from the force, not more in the back, because of course you can't have more than 14 inches, so the force out. But I've got from 5 to the lob wedge, I've got in the back, and everything, you see here bounce, except for the wedges here, it's a little bit different. But the weights, it's all the same. Of course, the lie angle is the same, and the lofts, of course, are all changed. If you look at my loft of my 7 is 35 degrees, and I call that pretty weak / traditional, I think. And the increments are also, pretty much the same. When I'm hitting and you saw hopefully the video that I did with the gapping that I did, and I did that until the 6. Until the 7, I need to say. So, because here is my, especially between the 5 iron, so my 25 degrees, and my 30 degrees, my height of my, how your ball go in your flight is really dropping off. So my 5 is for sure not very much longer than my 6 in carry. However, it has less spin, and due to the fact that it is lower, it rolls also out a little bit more. So it is already something that in some certain stances, I will be using this one, and then sometimes I will be using this one, regardless of what the numbers are. Sometimes you have to stay low. But here look, the weight is 272 grams. So this is again a little bit about the mass. With what my experiment will be, and you might know, I've got this iron. I've got the PDI. This is the 17.5 degree iron 2, I would say, and it is a driving iron. However, this one is not made specifically for the single length. However, I've had it changed to do 62 and a half of a lie angle, so I have had it bent, and I did also my length of shaft in it. So I'll go back a little bit. So it's my, it's my 7 iron length, and that one is 2.54 centimeters longer. So it is in fact for most people an iron 5. So that is for this one then shorter. The mass of this one is 232. So there's a difference of 40 grams, which is considerably. Although speed is the most contributing factor for, of course, the distance, so either carry or rollout, but rollout is of course also spin. I'm going to add hopefully tomorrow. So I'm hoping that tomorrow it will be cold, but it will be good weather, I believe. So tomorrow I will go to the driving range and then we will adding some LED to it. So this is a little bit a prologue also to, you know, the next video. Then I will do it in a way that you can also see the TrackMan, and then we'll be together, you know, I will be putting, adding, and I hope it will work, because sometimes the glue of these things are not really good when it is cold. But we're going to try it out, and if it fails, it fails. But we're going to see if we can push a little bit, because due to the fact that this one is lighter, it really is not going as far, but it is a low bullet with 17.5 degrees as a driving iron. So, so that's a little bit of a preview of the things that I am going to do for the next day. This weekend will be a party with guys. No golf, unfortunately. And on Monday, some of you might know, but I am a contract. I'm a, I'm going to call it a contract for hire, so to say, if businesses could use my services in IT services or whatever. So I am going to start again on Monday. So I'm not sure how many things I can still be doing there, because I will go and do a deep dive again in work. And yeah, but you know, here we are. I am at least going to let you enjoy the video of the band that is called The Senses. One short fact, maybe you can recall that there was a beauty parlor, or you know, the beauty contest. There was one woman that did her, you know, specialty, that was, you know, singing for the for the beauty contest things, like this is my skill, and that is her. But we've got now Sydney Ray Golf coming. What's up, man? How have you been? Well, Sydney, how have I been? I've been good, but you know, I had a deep thing with work of my previous assignment that was ended in in November. I was off, so to say, and thereafter I have taken some time for myself. So we did something. How are you doing? Maybe in this time some other people are coming in. Let me see if I can also do this then. Sign into chat. Oh, that doesn't work. Okay. We'll do it. Me full and second screen. So. Hey, Klaus is also coming in. Follow me. You've been to the gym, so he says, "Hey, Eric, coming in for the gym." Oh, you have been working out, so that's good. You know, getting some. Let me do the bigger one. Let me full. It's this one from the gym. Oh, from the gym. Oh, from the gym. Oh, that's nice. I didn't get it. Hey, I see that you're Sydney. Sydney Ray, or Sydney Ray? So I'm not sure, because it is Ray for sure, but is it Sydney Ray? Nevertheless. Okay, I'm alive. That sounds okay-ish, I believe. Hope you can, you know, get... The world is a little bit not in our favor at the moment to have normal times, but... you know, I'll do this at least. I'll try to do this once a week, and then you know, we can give us each other a little bit support. Klaus, how are you doing? Let's at least just do one again. Let me at least look you up in Sydney Ray, because I haven't seen something from your channel again. There we go. Oh, you got a good amount of extra subscribers already. Ah, you know, let us. The random club challenge. Yeah, no, that's never easy. Never easy. Never easy. I was wondering where in the States are you playing from? Yeah, for A-class, I've seen that you have been busy indoors with quite some things. I do not comment to everyone anymore, but I'll see everything, well, mostly everything. We're talking about lofted drivers as well. Yeah, but yeah, you know, especially my daughter, who's also studied in Norway, she wants to go there as well. You know, the weather in Norway, it's of course not very easy. You've got indoor, maybe it's a little bit driving range, but that's it. You're doing good, Sydney, in subscriber counts already. Oregon. Oh, I have not been there. No, okay. Oregon. That's on the west coast, I believe. Google, or am I? Because we were planning to go. No, it's Oregon. You stayed at the west coast. Yeah, it was because we were planning for 2026 to go to visit my friend in one of my best friends in Seattle, and then do a tour with the motorcycle, taking the old route through Oregon to San Diego in 6 weeks. But due how the world was shaping, that was being cancelled. So it will not be 2026. It will hopefully when the world is a little bit better again, you know, and then then I'll 27. Then we'll do that route again. So I will not have clubs with me because we're on a motorcycle, but you know, we could always meet up there. So Klaus is saying, your daughter is welcome to stay with. That's very nice because she will be mostly landing in Oslo, and then go a trip most likely, but I'm not sure how her plans will be because she has studied a little bit in the center of Norway. Yeah, so in that sense, maps. Okay, let me see because that's always nice. Let me sharing this one. Okay, we've got the Netherlands. Come on. There we go. And you might know that place, Klaus, because in that year that we have met, then we that was Rauland. Yeah, there we go. There she studied, and she will be, you know, taking then some hire car, but depending on the times, etc. What we'll do. No, Sydney. No, it's not too safe. No, well, it's for me uncomfortable. I've got respect on the systems that are, you know, a democracy, but I am also like, there are too many things in the States with the leadership now that is very hard for me to overcome, and so I cannot support it being there. Although I will be, I will not be talking or not be living there, but that's how it is. That's also why, for example, when we were doing the golf holidays, I could just not go to some countries because I don't feel comfortable going into that country. So it was Cyprus for us this time. So yeah, but we'll see what next time will bring. Cyprus, and I've shown that the last time already. It's only a few months because it will be end of March. Let me see which one. Oh no, I need to do the different account. And then yeah. Saved Cypress Golf, yeah, go on. Oh. And I was checking it a few as well, you know, looking really forward to it. But yeah, so that's a little bit, you know, how things will be going. Because that's already, we're now at the end of January. So we're talking about February, March, so 2 months that I will be prepping as much as possible to, you know, get in shape, to, you know, play as good as I can in the Secret Valley as well, and everywhere. Looks beautiful, Cyprus, yeah. Yeah. So, hey, but I think for now, the main topic was that I wanted to put my reaction about there, because the big brands will be, you know, using our lack of knowledge for mustering. And I think that you, Sydney, and Klaus, and maybe others as well, we're talking about people who are not ill-informed, that you're already nerdy enough. And just like I am, but we need to help the people who are not needing stuff, and also, you know, try to be good with their money, and that's what I was also reacting about here. Guys, it was very nice that you. It is always very special if you come and join this. This moment with me, then, you know, it's not only in a room, but I feel your presence. And for the time difference, oh my God, what is the time at your place now, Sydney? That must be very, very early. So, that's 8 hours difference, I believe. So, or something like that. Yeah, no, it's pretty long. Anyway, so also Klaus, Sydney, I thank you very much for joining the party. I am going to leave you with, of course, the incredible, beautiful, almost noon. Oh, that's not that bad. Okay, that's not that bad. Almost noon. No, I thought it was way earlier in the night, but yeah, that's all right then. Hey, so Sunny Ray, thank you very much as well. I'm going to sign off, and I'll leave you with the beautiful, the one and only band that is called Decisus, or Decisus. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, and hope to see you all again. Love out, stay metal. such a good band. Check them out. Link will be in the description.